Okay, this is going to be a short one because only one thing happened this whole episode, and that is that Michael got suspended. Why did Michael get suspended? He got suspended for saying George Washington was racist and owned slaves. Like in 2026, that's a full stop. Like, why is that an episode? Why is that a debate? Like, that's that on that. But in 1974, it was enough fodder to make a full episode, and that's what the episode was. It really, really wasn't anything. Michael comes home midday. I was confused because Florida was home, JJ was home, Thelma was home, but Michael was supposed to be at school for another 2 hours. When I was in high school, the high school didn't get out 2 hours prior to the elementary school or the middle school. But I don't know. I don't know how 1974 works. I've told y'all already. I've never been to the 70s. I never have. But yeah, Michael comes home early and they're like, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be home yet." And he basically just outright says, "I got suspended." Tells his mama why he got suspended. And she's like, "You can't say things like that. You shouldn't have said that about George Washington, the father of our country." And I'm like, here we go again, Florida. Everything is always just so yes sir with you. It's yes sir massa all the time with you. Ma'am, let that boy be a little baby Black Panther. You shouldn't have said that about the father of our country, girl. And then she was like, "Well, if you were going to say something, you should have played it safe and said something about Benedict Arnold." But he was talking about George Washington. I assume the lesson plan was on George Washington. So, right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. But everybody is like trying to get Michael to relax and go back up to the school and tell them people he's sorry. So maybe he won't be suspended no more. Maybe. And he says no, he shan't. He refuses, and he told the truth, and he shouldn't be punished for telling the truth. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I was very much that kid though. I was the kid that was going to tell the truth and get in trouble for it. I remember one time I got in trouble. I think I was in fourth grade. There was one of those little motivational posters in the classroom that said reach for the stars, or reach for the it said reach for the moon, and even if you miss you'll land among the stars. And I told the teacher, "Hey, that's not how the universe works. Like there's only one star in our solar system and it's way farther than the moon. Like way farther. So if you miss the moon, you just kind of screwed. Like you might fall back down to earth, but that's the best I can hope for you. You're not gonna land among those stars." I got in trouble for that. So I don't know. I don't know. I was very much the Michael kid, so I feel him on this. I don't see why this would have even been an episode, because my kid would have came home and been like, "I got suspended for telling the truth," and I'd been like, "Oh, all right, well, anyway, you want some greens?" Like, or whatever. You want some hog maws? I don't know. Florida look like she makes, hearty meals. Um, but yeah, everybody is trying to get him to go and apologize. So he's not home when James gets home, because James gets home from a 16-hour shift in mere moments. And Lord help him if James get home and sees him in the house. And it's just like, eh, I'm just not, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Let the boy get a whooping. Like, don't whoop him for telling the truth, but James gonna whoop everybody for everything anyway. He gives, overworked, underpaid, abusive black father of the 70s. Like, that's his whole character. He's not, Mr. Drummond or nobody. Like, he's hard on them kids, but he has a heart of gold or whatever. Like, let it happen, whatever. Like, I just did not care because I just didn't care. I just didn't. But everybody is like, go and apologize. Even Walona, of course, she came in looking fly as usual. And she's like, she calls him Gramps. She's like, "Gramps, go down to the school and apologize. And let's not make a big deal of this. Don't nobody want to see you die. Like, come on." And he says no. And he means no. And James gets home and sees him there, finds out he was suspended, and finds out why, and tells him that they going down to the school tomorrow. He gonna take off. James said he gonna take off work to go down to the school tomorrow to handle this situation. I That was a little crazy to me. That was a little crazy. James don't want a house. James doesn't want to live. We keep seeing instances of James playing with the money because Florida at home all day. Florida can run up to that school. They don't need Big Bad James at school for this. For the boy to apologize, they don't need James for that. Like, I know maybe he thinks his presence is going to intimidate the baby into apologizing at the school. I, I just don't have time. Taking off work to run this baby down to the school to apologize for something he don't want to apologize for, just this. And like, girl, you need that PTO for other things. It just worked me. It really did. But anyway, Michael said he not gonna apologize. Like, no matter what, he said he gonna take his whooping. Basically, he was like, slaves got beat and so will I. Like, he very much was just like, if I have to take a whooping, I'm just gonna take a whooping. That's what it's gonna be. But I didn't lie. Like, I read the history books, the Black history books. They told me what happened. I told the teacher, and honestly, I feel him on that. But long story short, child, James and Florida have a conversation. Well, actually, James and Michael have a conversation. James and Florida talk about it before and decide he gonna whoop the boy and whatever, whatever. And then James and Michael have a conversation, and Michael tells James, "Look, I read about all this in the history books, and there was a black man, Crispus Attucks, who died in the Revolutionary War, and all of this." And my mama, that's like one of the Black history facts my mama drilled into my head. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why, but if anybody ever asks me, nobody has yet. I just turned 32. Nobody's done it yet. But if anybody ever asks me who the first person to die in the Revolutionary War was, I know it's Crispus Attucks. I know that. Like, if I don't know nothing else, I know that. Um, it was just like she really wanted me to know that. She would like quiz me on that at random. And it's just like, okay, girl, I get it. Anyway, shout out to my mama. She don't hardly watch my videos anymore, but hey, girl, if you here, well, hello. But yeah, James gets to listening to Michael tell him about all this and that and what black people have done. But Michael got a Sly Stone poster on the on the wall, and I'm like, Florida let you have that secular poster in there on her holy walls? That's something. I think there was a Jimi Hendrix poster on the other side. I was like, my goodness, look at all of this worldly music. But anywho, long story short, James is so intrigued by what black people have done and can do that he doesn't whoop him. He apologizes to the boy for wanting to whoop him, and then he starts reading the history book himself. And that's the whole episode. Yay, we learn black people are not just dunces. Like, we actually do stuff. Hooray. Like, again, I'm looking at it from a 2026 lens. I'm sure in 1974 that needed to be said, but for me today, I was so bored. I was like, okay, like he don't want to apologize. He shouldn't have to. Like, James want to whoop him. Okay, just whoop him. I'm sure them kids got whooped for plenty other unjust things. Like, James looked like he whooped folks just because he had a bad day. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But that was the episode. Do you guys remember that episode? Have you seen it? Are you guys watching with me? Are you going back and looking? Because like I said, it's on Tubi. It's free. Yeah, just let me know. Just LMK. And I don't know. That was the episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. And I'll be back for the next one, child, even if it's boring. Bye.